Greetings and welcome back, one and all, to Project Highrise, where in the last episode we started to fill out our commercial tower. We are currently aiming for the Pampered Urbanite contract, which requires one fine art store, one fine wine broker, a Japanese restaurant, and a French restaurant, and we are slowly making our way towards these things. Now, we should have... yes, we do. We have fine wines already. So, we're going to need telephone line and electrics, and that is all we're going to need. It does cost quite a lot to lay that in, but we should be fine. Let's just get that across, and a telephone line. There we are. Now, we will be getting a little bit closer. I'm thinking we're either going to need 2 or possibly 3 more large restaurants before we can actually meet our quota there. Now over here I wouldn't mind adding in a couple of more facilities. Well, actually no, facilities wise we're doing alright. Although we've only got 1 housekeeping, we don't actually have that many buildings, or rather blocks of apartments, that's what I was looking for, that require them. However, as much as you're happy, I'm terribly sorry, but you need to leave. We are replacing those with a deluxe apartments. Let's just make sure that we've got everything drawn out there, and everything else should be good. We don't need phone lines there, however. So there we are. That'll be fine just as soon as they have finished this for us, because the deluxe apartments still don't mind smelly areas. They just don't want noisy areas, which is fine by me. Let's get that set up. We've also got our sky bridge, which is glorious in every measurable way. I'm very, very pleased with that. Very pleased indeed. However, how big are these? Oh, wow, they are pretty swanky, my lord. Let's get that one in there and set this up as a deluxe apartment as well, and that should be pretty awesome, if you ask me. Now, let's go and check on Ada. Population feedback. These are more than likely my construction workers when they can't get to a floor because I've just built it and haven't yet added in the elevator or something like that. This building needs maintenance. This place is so dirty. There are no dinner spots in this building. Really? What do you mean? You're having a laugh. However, that is probably true, and we do need to do more maintenance. Alright, there we go. We can now add in our plaza, our outdoor art. We can have this one if we want, which is truly amazing. Place carefully. Once you agree to host an outdoor statue, you can't remove it. Commission a famous sculptor to craft a statue for your plaza. This statue will attract visitors and increase your prestige. Or we can have a fountain. Which, let's be honest, it would be glorious. I mean, look at that. It's a giant hand fountain. But no. We're going to be going with this one instead. Bomb! There we go. Now this should have given us a chunk of prestige and will be adding to our visitor attraction, which would be very, very nice indeed. Now, is there particularly anything else that I would like to do? We've got our operations person. That's all set up. We've got the art galleries. Yes, that's all done as well. More or less, there's nothing more that I want to do right now, though I've just done the silly thing of spending all my money early on. Foot traffic, 50% more visitors from the city, no weather impact. Nah, let's not do that one. Exclusive electricity, no. Direct marketing. I think it's just going to be ad placement. Just pull down the maintenance cost of this building just for the next 24 hours will be fine by me. We are actually bringing in crazy amounts of buzz, though. We're doing really well for the amount of tenants that we have. We're generating huge amounts of buzz. But we're actually a little ways off getting everything there done. So let's continue expanding the tower over on this side. We're going to want some more trash collection. There we are. And there. And of course, we're going to want the cabinets as well. There we go. Now, at this point, yeah, I think we're going to continue with the 2 beds and 1 bed. Well, that being said, We could go for the very large 2 beds. Let's actually have a look at what would be required for one of those. Pop that in there. We can't even do it. Needs a great variety of medium restaurants. That's fine then. We won't do it. We will instead bulldoze you and continue to build as we have been for the last little while. And we'll place that one over there as well. There we go. Now we're going to want to draw across the connection. So electricity, cable television, because we're going to be going for a deluxe as well, and water. There we go. So some basic plumbing, and we're good to go. We still need to have the luxury 2-bed apartments. We need a lot. We need an awful lot for that. So it's going to be a little while away. We do not, unfortunately, have the money to set this one up, but we could start looking at the luxury 1-bed apartments. They hate noisy, they hate smells, they prefer upper floors, they require a little bit of everything, but we actually already meet the requirements in terms of everything else. So that might be something worth looking at. In fact, we could change some of these, for example these ones, to luxury 1-beds if we wanted to. Down here we could probably turn, instead of having the deluxes, we could probably have luxury studio flats. That would probably not be an issue for us, to be perfectly honest. And I doubt these ones really mind the smell too much either. Ooh, we are actually now starting to have some issue with our plumbing services. Okay, I was waiting for something like that to happen. Let's get another plumber over there though. That won't be a problem, and of course everything will already be connected there, so that'll also be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get the deluxe, the luxury. Yeah, we can just replace a couple with that. I am wondering, would it be possible for us? Let's do a little bit of a test. We're gonna take one of these away and set that up and see what we can do with that. We're also going to need to continue to expand these floors as well, but I'm going to wait to see what this one is like first. So we want another studio flat down here, right about there. Now let's have a quick look. They do hate, deluxe hates smelly areas, so we're not going to be able to have any deluxe next to this. But the only other thing that the luxury studio needs is the cable TV. They'll pay 100 extra for it, well actually 125. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Have they got a little bit of everything? They do not have any gas there. So I'm going to need to run cable TV and gas. There we go. Plumbing is already installed. Alright, let's wait and see how that one goes. I just want to make sure that I have actually accounted for everything that they're going to require there. Also, we need some maintenance done, no doubt. There we go. And yeah, it looks like that is set up. I think it may be worth our while replacing all the second one. Well, we could either replace all the first ones with deluxe, luxury, and these ones with deluxe, or just go straight for luxury. Actually, no. Based on what I said in the previous episode, and that was that I prefer to have a varied portfolio of properties to meet any kind of demand. We're not going to do that. We're going to replace these two with deluxe, and then all of these, barring that one of course, will be replaced with luxury, and it'll be grand. That's quite interesting. Although the deluxe has the cooker and I can only imagine sink and the sink cupboard, this one doesn't, and yet still requires those basics to be there. But it does have nicer furniture, I suppose. Yes, actually that does make sense. Right, there we go. So let's get these replaced and install the deluxe studio apartments there. Now we're going to be replacing all of these, and that's going to be fairly costly for us. So let's start with just the lowest level of studio apartments. Yeah, we'll just go with those for now. Unfortunately, we are going to be missing out on a little bit of the return there of revenue, because we've chosen a poor time to do it, all things said and done. Bring that out, and this one as well, and we should be good for everything else. There we go. As soon as you are finished. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we just missed it, unfortunately. We get that one installed there, and swap that up to... Ooh, wait, luxury requires recycling. Of course it does. Almost forgot. Almost forgot. We'll install these down here. We'll actually have 5 floors of recycling and 4 floors with just deluxe apartments, 5 floors with... So in total we'll have 10 luxury apartments. And it'll be grand, I tell you, grand. And get this one set up for luxury. Same over here, luxury. Now the thing is, this is going to be putting a bit of more of a strain on our cable television. Electricity is going to be fine, water is still fine, and gas is going to be fine for quite some time to come. Right, well, it's fairly early morning. Do we need to do anything? Yes, we do. Let's get to work on that and actually have a quick glance over the tower. Yeah, everything seems to be doing okay. There's no immediate problems that I can see. I wouldn't mind spending a bunch of money just popping down some nice artwork there. But the thing is, that will eventually go. We'll eventually be getting rid of that. There's no two ways about it. However, let's go ahead and pop in a nice bit of art there. And then let's go ahead and have some chairs either side. I like that. And also lighting. There we go. Now, this shop should be happy that it has particularly nice artwork nearby. We may need to boost it a little bit there. Now, I'm not going to build any more luxury apartments until that's done. Until those have filled. And then we'll replace them little by little, bit by bit. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a waste of money. I've already laid the lines, which honestly was a bit premature on my part. And I do regret it now thinking about it. But, well, there we are. Now, over here, we could go for the luxuries. And I think, in fact, we shall. This one shall be leaving us. And soon we will be getting a luxury one-bed apartment in there, and little by little we're going to have replaced all of our apartments. We'll have we won't have many of the lower class or lower tier, if you prefer, houses, but we will have some. I do want to try and keep a diverse selection of housing. There we go. Pop that one there. Now, you're going to need everything, absolutely everything, and that's fine. You're going to pay us 400 for it, so it's reasonable, I suppose. Right, you get this, and you've already got water, and you will also need gas. Oops, I went a little bit overboard there. You know what? I am going to just go ahead and pop these in down here, because it's not going to take us long to replace all of these. In fact, we're going to immediately replace this one as well. There we go. Let's get to work on that. Now, these are actually... well, no, they're not paying too much more. No, they're paying the basic amount, unfortunately. Hopefully, we'll be able to make them so happy that we can charge them more. Very, very soon. And there we go. We'll set this one up as a luxury. And there we are. It's not going to quite be let in time. That's a shame. I should have planned that out a little bit better, but there we go. That one is still being filled. Those two are still being filled. Generally speaking, everyone is happy, however. I'm pretty pleased with that. Now, the only thing we don't have is we have no basic 2-bed apartments. And I really should address that, to be perfectly honest with you. However, for the time being, I'm just going to continue to replace these. In fact, I'll do both of those now. There we are. get our workers out there working on the everything. Oh, we don't have anything we need to renovate. That is actually quite glorious. I was not expecting that at all. Very, very happy with it, though. Very happy indeed. Now, I may end up moving this particular workman area down here and replacing that with a storeroom. Let me just measure it out. Yes, it would fit. I think I would like that. I think that would actually be pretty cool. Because then I could have all the storerooms on the same floor. Though, imagining that I'm only going to need this many storerooms, that's just lying to myself, basically. I'm going to need more storerooms than that. Easily going to need more storerooms than that. There we go. Everything is set up for you. You should be fairly happy. Profitability. Ooh, wow. You got a lot of profitability. I'm going to have to start charging you more. Yep. Most certainly I am. You're going to be paying me a little chunk extra. How much are you paying? No, I don't want to look at the people in there. You're actually paying me 150. And you've got strange smiles as well, so you can definitely pay me 150. Look at the revenues they're getting. My lord. As for you, happy to make a profit, gaining more regular customers. You can pay me a little bit more. Down here, I had to drop your rent, so no wonder you're pretty happy. We'll stop that, though. Yeah, I'm going to increase your rent. As for you, you've got 2 happiness coming in. You've got a lot of... Our employees seem unhappy here. That actually makes me a little bit sad. Actually, no, I'll leave it down so that you're making a profit. You're going to get a pass there. However, you can easily afford to pay me more. As for over here, you know what? I'm just going to let time pass. You're definitely making a good chunk of money. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Oops, sorry. You're fine. You're fine. I think all of these are already paying me a little bit more, so I'm not going to mess with them, honestly. You can definitely afford to pay me a bit more. As can you. And I'm very happy with this because you already pay me a lot. So if I can get a little bit extra out of you, then that is a lot of extra cash. There we go. I do apologize about the sound effects. There doesn't seem to be a way for me to adjust those independent of the rest of the sounds. Oh, wow. You really? You're very happy. Residents are content. Being close to an elevator is a plus. We enjoy renting on upper floors. You're still going up even with extra rent. No, sorry. You're all going to be paying me 150% rent because, wow, that is a lot of money there. You're kind of hovering. Could not dispose of recycling. Oh. That is unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. Massive oversight there. Massive oversight. My bad, everyone. Do apologize. I have to move all of these across by 1. And that means that I'm going to need something else in those spots. I'll make it up to you. I promise I will. I'll probably put some art there or something. But yeah, I'm going to need to move all of these across just simply so I can have recycling pick things up there. That was rather unfortunate. Rather unfortunate. There we go. Right, 1 recycling set up there. And we want some basic rooms here. I will, just because it'll annoy me otherwise, sort these out. Water's going to need to be pulled back as well. I think that's all I need to do. Yeah. Okay, that's not too bad then. Right, that'll be a basic apartment. Oh, actually, no. It's noisy up floors. No, I think this is going to be a bit... No, I'm going to keep these as basic apartments. That's right. Okay. There we go. And we need more recycling over here. There we are. I'm wondering, if you make the building good enough in every other way, would a tenant just accept that one of their needs is not being met? They're like, well, I mean, they never collect the recycling, but look at this place. I mean, what? would they ever be on that kind of level of awestruck by the rest of my tower that they just flat out don't care that, I don't know, they have no power? It's like, yeah, we have to live by candlelight, but look at what the candles illuminate. I'm living in a mansion. That would be glorious, but I somehow think it unrealistic. Let's go ahead and build these up. There we go. Right, basic apartments, please. And I mean, it would be nice. It would be so nice to just drop in some really swanky art. But a bit silly. Nevertheless, gonna be done. Because I promised. A promise is a promise. I need another 6k. It's okay. We're coming up tonight. It's gonna be great. Okay, this is me saying sorry, like a deep, heartfelt sorry for forgetting that you needed recyclables being collected. Oh, this coffee's so good. So good. Right. I think we'll go with the bus. No, we'll go with this one, I think. There we go. So, straight off the bat, pop that in there. There we are. My promise has been kept. Right, we've let out a couple more. Oh, that's unfortunately quite full. That's a little bit worrisome. But okay. Now, we've got a chunk more cash. Ooh, you're starting to get a little bit overworked. Alright. Alright, I'm really sorry. I tried to keep this place nice for you, but it's time that it went. Instead, we are going to put in housekeeping right there. There we are. Now I need to make sure that all the power is across. In fact, it is all across. We've got water, gas. Actually, we don't need gas, I don't think. No, we don't. The gas line can be pulled back. There we go. So that should help out there. The laundromat is probably going to start getting a little bit overworked before too long, honestly. And that's a little bit of a shame. We're probably going to want another lobby floor somewhere around here. Now, they don't like noise. I don't think any of them really do like noise, or are tolerant of noise. I may need to have the commercial side have a bit of a buffer. Maybe of just basic shops, because I don't think many shops care about noise. The lower versions of them certainly don't. Ooh, that's unfortunate. 100% and 70%. And you're off to collect more as well. Oh, never mind. That has been emptied. That is good. That is super good. Okay. Hopefully this one will be emptied again soon as well. Alright, well that's not too bad. But I think that would actually be a good idea. Bring this up, have the laundromat services across the sky bridge. And that'll allow our cleaning staff and the people working in the laundromat to get lovely views. And anyone taking their well, actually, you wouldn't really take a suit to a laundromat. You take it to dry cleaning. Well, just their regular clothes then, I suppose. Their washing basket full of washing over to the laundromat. They'd have awesome views. I'm now imagining someone in their fluffy slippers and their gown just lugging around a massive hamper full of dirty washing across this gorgeous sky bridge full of exquisite art. And just pausing for a moment to appreciate the view and then carrying on. And that pleases me. On so many levels, I'm not really sure why. But nevertheless, it really does please me. Right, it's almost time. So I'm going to wait to build this elevator until the hour ticks past midnight. So I'm not paying for it for a whole day of not being used. There we go. Fantastic. Let us build up a little bit more. At least 2 floors. Donk donk. And then our utilities as well. There we are. Wow, you're still overworked, really? I can't imagine why. Well, I've got more service centers and they're not overworked, so I'm not sure what I can do about that, I'm afraid. Really not certain about it. However, we need a French and a Japanese restaurant, and it's probably time that we have a look into that. They are not particularly keen on strange smells. Fair enough. Perhaps we can have some basic stores there then, instead, or maybe even some medium stores that aren't going to make strange smells. We can have a medium store here, and possibly even then a small store there. I don't know. Maybe 2 small stores. There's always that option. But let's try a... that gives us 6 tiles, and this takes up, unfortunately, 7 tiles. Of course it takes up 7 tiles. Why would life be kind to me? And if we put this over there, it's still going to be too close. It'll probably still affect them. So instead, we're going to have 2 small shops. These small shops shall be... I think a flower store. As they say strange smells, but I feel that this isn't strange, it is beautiful. So we'll have 1 flower shop. Romano's flowers and plants. Yes, we'll have that. And we'll also have portable electronics, perhaps. We'll need a phone line for that one, though. Not as keen on that one. And we'll have another book stand. Oak Park Books. City View Books. What a fantastic name. What a truly fantastic name. And the reason why I like that name so much is because we are now going to have this with an actual view. To make that name make sense. It's going to be grand. We'll put that there so there's a blank wall. And then, whomp. There we go. You literally are viewing the city now. How glorious is that? How glorious. We want... you know what, since this is a bookstore, we're going to want some chairs out there. And we're also going to want a little bit of art as well. Thank you. We'll have this one. There we go. That's lovely. We also want... Oh, that doesn't really fit. Oh, that's unfortunate. I had hoped to give you something really swanky there. I know. Still, why do you not line up properly? It hurts. Why? All I want is symmetry. I guess what I could do instead then is this. Donk. And then have a small piece of art. No, I don't really want that. How about... No. Come on. There we go. There we are. Plenty of art there now. That looks glorious and wondrous, and just all other sorts of us words. We could, just because, pop this in there, and then have another one of the cubic sort of artworks over there. Have maybe this. Well, no, we'll wait and see how much room that takes first. See, it still doesn't look right. No matter what I do, you're thwarting my best efforts. You scallywag game, you. Right, but that... Ooh, my lord, they are dirty. That is a tragedy. 6 grand is going to cost me. 25 total tenants to fix. Oof. Well, okay. In the meanwhile then, we could continue up in that direction. Optimize services. Yes, everyone do your work 50% faster, because that'll mean that you're effectively half again the service that you... or rather, a half of another service building worth of work will get done. So in the case of the handyman, where I've got 2 of them, I've effectively now got 3. Perfect. Now, all of this can be... Ah, oh, damn it. We're wasting money repairing these things. That was a shame. I'm afraid you're going. I'm afraid you're also going. We want luxury apartments there, please. There we go. And then with tomorrow's earnings, we will continue work on the commercial area. And there we are. Perfect. And we want luxury for both. There we are. Wonderful. This just looks really chaotic because of all of the different colors, whereas this is just... I mean, there's a... It's not exactly symmetrical, but it still has a kind of rhyme and reason to it. Right, well, we've got more than enough money to place down a new store. We want a gourmet restaurant. And we will have that gourmet restaurant right about there. We'll place down this and then get some trash collection going. Oh no! Scallywags. I assumed incorrectly that I had run all of the necessary connections already. I had not. What a colossal derp I am. I'll just go ahead and do that now then, so I don't forget next time. Ah, I feel bad. Really quite bad. But we're going to go ahead and get all of these replaced. There we are. Got a lot of work ahead of you, craftsman. Sorry about that. We do want the trash collection though. There we go. Now, can we go for a Japanese restaurant? We can at a long last. A French restaurant. Tarottier Paris. Yeah, sure, we'll go with a French restaurant. So, this is going to have exquisite French plates prepared under the watchful eye of world-renowned chef from Paris. A world-renowned chef from Paris. Serves dinner. It will have gas, water, and electricity. Likes being near art and pretty things. Doesn't mind smells. Interesting. Well, I guess it creates smells, so it really shouldn't. So we need electricity. Let me just see if this is done. Yes, it is. Let me get that in place down there. Luxury, luxury. Get this one sorted too. Are you actually going to do the work? There we go. Fantastic. And 2 more luxuries. There we are. Wonderful. That'll be absolutely glorious. Right, we need water. We're going to need... Well, actually, no. That's gas, first and foremost. And then water, of course. There we are. Okay, we just need a Japanese restaurant, and then we're done. In fact, we might be able to get that done before the end of the day, if we're very, very quick on our feet. So let's install this. We will then install this. We will also get the trash collection built. There we are. And then another large gourmet restaurant. They're going to be in fairly heavy competition with the restaurant just below, but that should be fine. I've already gone for French, so now I just need Japanese. Tsubaki. Well, there we are. That's what it is. So let's get that one built. Get the requisite connections made. And then we will have finished another contract. Just as soon as they move in. Let's see. And... Pop. There we go. You've completed the contract, Pampered Urbanites. The reward payment of 2,500 has been wired to your account if you feel up to it. More lucrative contracts may be available under the contact menu. Let's have a look at this. Posh pads. In order to increase the attractiveness of the developing neighborhood, the city would like to see at least 10 high-end luxury apartments come on the market. They're willing to subsidize construction to boot. 10 high-end luxury apartments. What kind of high-end? Oh no, it was like anything that was luxury. Oh, well, fair enough. You completed the contract, Posh Pads. Thank you very much. High-rise living. Luxury apartments command a premium price for tenants and provide the city with significant revenues. The city is willing to help you out if you agree to build more. Up to 8 luxury 2-bedrooms. Just remember, should you be asked, it's a tax credit and not a kickback. Oh my lord, that's so bad. Right, we need to have completed contract more residents. Very well, very well. So we're starting to run out of contracts now. That's interesting. We've only got 3 more floors before we match up with that one. Look at how fast the buzz is coming in. People like our tower. We are a success. I'm so happy. Right, there we go. Ooh, we've shied by 1. Let's get that one done. And get all of this up. And also connect up our utilities. But we're not going to go ahead and develop them, unfortunately. What I will do before this episode ends, though, especially with that much money, is quickly build up all the way. We're going to pause this actually. All the way up to there. And then I am going to delete everything below it so that I can build my sky bridge. There we go. Perfect. I like it. Right, now that is going to be it for this episode. We've actually come a fair way, though we've got a little bit more. We've got a couple of apartments that are not let at the moment, and that is actually a bit of a problem, because an empty apartment is not an apartment that's making me any money at all. It would be better to have a basic apartment at that point. Now, all of the places which I just deleted, they're like, oh, why can't I get there? I don't understand. What should I do, boss? Well, you should finish off that one. Thank you. Right, we want to quickly paint this in much the same way as we painted it down there. And there we go. Everything is done to perfection. And once again, we'll have these plants there as well. And we'll put some nice art maybe there later on. But that is it from me. As ever, I warmly welcome any feedback you may have to offer down in the comments below. And a like on the video lets me know you want to see more Project Highrise in the future. In the next episode, hopefully we will fill out these 3 floors and then probably start expanding this tower significantly. It's going to be a lot of work on the residential side for the next episode, maybe 2 episodes. But until then, do take care, everyone.